All right, my dudes, let's do a save. Start new game, career. It's a lot of countries. Advanced. It'll be obvious. It'll be obvious and advanced. I'll feel great. Oh, look. Hat. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama. The name's Bond. James Bond. Come on. I want to play FM. Where am I going?
Honey, it's time for dinner.
Mom, I'm busy. If only there was like a system to help me just get into a save. Is that like a little off center there to you? Hey, what's up? My name's Zealand. You probably figured that out from the name of the YouTube channel, You Dump Truck. I have been getting more and more messages recently about what somebody should do for their next save. Or Zealand, please help me pick my save. Or Zealand, buy me Football Manager for free. I'm not going to buy you Football Manager. Stop asking. Please. Why would I do that? If you were me, why would you do that? I'd rather hire another editor, which we're hiring 2 new editors to help edit down the streams, which is awesome. But that's not why we're here. Trying to find a new save is like one of the most frustrating things in the game. Every single person who's played Football Manager understands what it's like to be staring at that page and want to play the game, but not actually have a save to really sink your teeth into. I didn't need to act that out. Now, I actually have a very effective system that I use for myself. I go to a country, decide that I want to manage in that country for some particular reason, and then use a random number generator to pick a team. That's how I ended up with my famous Bate side, and we know how that turned out. I was a random number generator between Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia, and then when we got to the league, we random number generated every team in the league and got Bate, which honestly was kind of lucky. I rigged the dice. Or for something like my Twitch save, I picked which country I wanted to manage in because I felt like it was a good place to be, went down to the lowest division in the championship, and found a team called freaking Oriental Dragon. How do you not click on that? I mean, the badge is pretty sick too. You can check that out all on Twitch and the link down in the description. And while you're down there, there's a short version of this video that's been released on this super sick FM meme page that I've started to work with. So if you're all about watching something like this in 2 minutes, then you can go there. But if you go there, then I send you back here for more information. And it's basically an endless loop where you just keep watching ads and I keep hiring editors. And then I think we just do that until the world ends. I don't really know. There's no end game here. But I'm guessing that the versions and the way that I pick saves by chance and just getting into it is not something that's going to help you. So, got enough room, Reese? We have one important first step. It is called introspection. And as you scramble for a definition of that word, I'm going to ask you to look within yourself to kick off our helping you pick a save. Try really hard. You just keep looking within yourself. You'll find the answers to the questions you've always been asking. You also will find a few surprises. My God, I like mayonnaise. The questions you need to ask yourself in this case are, why do you like Football Manager? You might be surprised by the answers because for everybody, the answer is a little bit different. For me, I love the stories. I love finding a player in the jungle, in the wilderness, in the desert, right? Catching coconuts falling out of trees and oases, and they turn into a goalkeeper that makes saves in a Champions League final. I love that part of it. Building those stories, those characters, and then getting to hopefully the inevitable conclusion, which is success or death. I mean, life, but like just a little more sad, you know. But that is very likely not what draws you to Football Manager. You could like feeling like a real manager. You want to live the life of Mourinho. Is that what you're into? Do you like building up a club? Maybe the idea of a fallen giant piques your interest, but taking a club and escalating it to new heights, kind of like what I'm doing on Twitch this year. Are you obsessed with the idea of the grind, of earning it? Do you feel like Football Manager is your opportunity to beat the computer at chess, essentially, and you have to get to a point that you have completely earned to get that feeling of achievement? And then newgens. Do you love them or do you hate them? Because there's a lot of both of you. And we'll take these one at a time. First, for the I want to be Mourinho approach. Now, get out of here, Jose. Would you just like go manage, I don't know, Parma? Why? How do you keep getting jobs? Like, you want to be that. You want to manage for a season or two. You want to be in win now mode. Well, where can you go? Some great ideas for teams you can try and grab and then push up to the next level in win now mode for a year or two, because that's what you're into. Number one is Tottenham. I think Tottenham is a fantastic save for this sort of thing. They are a team that is built to win now, but they're not built for easy success. You're going to have a challenge. You're going to be thinking tactics, smart transfer policy to help you win now, but you do have the firepower and superstars in Harry Kane and Son to push you into potential trophy contention, but it's not going to be handed to you. Obviously, if you want it to be just a little bit easier, you can take either Real Madrid or Barcelona, and then you just get that real top level experience. And if you just want to have like a great time, take over PSG. It's a great time. But let's say you like building a club instead. Okay, if you like building a club, you're going to need to find a story to invest in. Another one like that is Inter. Obviously, they ended up winning the league this year. Lukaku's a beast in FM, and you can try and put the ensemble in around him. Or you could go with Milan if you want a bit more of a challenge. I was thinking Napoli. Milan's a young team that will mature in a couple of years, and if you want to go long form Jose Mourinho, you can take that one. The building a club, you need to find a story, and this requires more introspection. What types of stories are you attracted to? The obvious one that's discussed online all the time is the idea of a fallen giant. For that, I would recommend Deportivo La Coruña, which was a team that was contending at the top of La Liga no less than 15 years ago, really, but now is down in the third division of Spain. You also have Nottingham Forest, who are multiple time European champions, and they obviously aren't now. If you want to talk about like a European return to glory, somebody like Red Star is a great shout. They are European champions of yesteryear. They're in Serbia, by the way. Or one that I feel like people don't talk about, the only European champions out of France, Marseille. The only European champion ever out of France. They've won it one time. See if you can get them back to the top of the French game. They got some mad fans there too. And that's what you can build in your mind. Other stories are going to be more you specific. Do you like the idea of a team from the East storming in? My Soviet steamroller save, where you get a Russian team. The Russian league is fabulously interesting. It always is. There's a ton of money, huge domestic player restriction, and a lot of challenges. Or you could go with Poland. Any team in maybe the lower leagues of Poland, the top league of Poland, where there's basically no restrictions on which players you're going to sign. And so you can build a complete super team disregarding the Poles entirely, which is like most of history, except for the charge of the winged hussars. I'm a history major. Indulge me. And maybe I just made you Google something and you were like, hey, the Poles were pretty cool. Are pretty... Names are hard. If you like the grind, one, you're a sadist, right? The grind is this third branch where you feel like you need to earn everything. The most extreme version of that is no coaching badges, no playing experience. Start, get a job, work your way up from there. I have done this before, got all the way to Barcelona. Took me 23 years. It was fun. Do I want to do it again? Not really, but there's a lot of people out there that might. That's the most extreme version of it. Knock yourself out, get a job in Indonesia, and there you go. It's one thing to start as Barcelona, but going from the Indonesian league all the way up to Barcelona, that's nice. But if that sounds fun and you suck at the game, which might be why you're around the channel, and hey, you don't suck. The game is really hard to understand intimately. Trust me, I play the game all the time. I learned something new yesterday. Second yellow card taught me, actually, and he doesn't know. I was watching a stream. Good guy. But if that's the case, start with high coaching badges. If you set your badge to pro and your playing experience at international, well, then you're actually going to get a pretty safe opening job, but you can still earn your way up a little bit. It'll be fun. Treat it like real life. Then there is this like new gens, you love them or you hate them. If you hate them, then you're going to want to do saves immediately. And one of these other versions of saves that we have talked about, you want to build a team up, take over a team already, or build yourself up, right? You want to go one of those three directions, attach yourself to a story. What stories have you liked in the past? Find that story and go with it. If you actually like new gens, there are very interesting opportunities where you simulate forward a set amount of time. Say you want to simulate ahead to, well, let's just keep on going, right? It's going to take a while. Let's say you just want to simulate ahead to 2030. Leave your computer on overnight, go to sleep. You get to 2030, maybe take you a couple of days, because I usually run just gigantic databases. And then you go there, then you go up here and you click add new head coach. right? And you just add another head coach and install them wherever the heck you want to and start your save that way. And you're all of a sudden in a new universe that's played itself out into the future. Like maybe you want to be a coach in the future. You can pick the date that you finish your badges and you're ready to rock. People really don't give enough respect to the simulating forward stuff. And if none of that sounds appealing to you because you actually kind of dislike a lot of the parts of the game, we have two options. One, you go to a good team and you assign staff responsibilities to things like scouting, training, whatever you don't find interesting about the game at all. The staff can take care of it for you. You focus on hiring good staff and they just take care of the rest. You also can just get into international management. I have never really talked about it because I haven't done it in the game in probably 4 years. But if you manage an international team, you get all of the adrenaline, all of the buzz, right? You take over the United States, you get a shot to win the World Cup. You got Pulisic, Sargent, McKennie, right? I don't even know who this David Wagner guy is. Kick him to the curb. He's got 8 caps. Respect. The international management, you get big matches, team selection, tactics. You don't have to worry about player acquisition at all. It's completely different, but you're on a huge stage. It's a lot of fun. Those are a lot of different ideas about what you can do with your save to help shake something loose from that beautiful brain of yours. I will see you on stream in another video, or apparently on Instagram. Have a fabulous day and enjoy the new save, the idea that's just sprung right into your head. And if you ever need a save idea and you can't think of anything else, just remember, Wales! If you know, you know.